I have been asked recently how to make cloth wipes. I decided to make a video showing three different ways to make cloth wipes. Anything from a single layer with just a pair of scissors, to 2 layers, to a serged version. First, we are going to make this simple 1-layer cloth wipe. So for this, we will need a pair of pinking shears, which are like scissors, but they have these little edges to help keep the fabric from fraying, and some fabric. I prefer flannel. The pinking shears and the flannel make it a really good combination, so the fabric doesn't fray without having to be sewn to another piece of fabric. You can do this a couple different ways. You can just take your fabric and really just decide what shape you want your wipe to be and just cut. I mean, they're wipes. They don't have to be a perfect shape. They don't all have to be the same size and shape. You could do a few different kinds to see what you like. But when I do this, I prefer them to be longer so that I can fold them since they're just single layer. So you're just going to take your fabric and cut it. Don't forget the other side. And then I did this with the fabric folded over. So it's actually a nice long wipe, and I can fold it, and if I'm using it for a baby's bottom, I could spray it first and wipe the baby or a face or whatever. Or if I'm using it for myself or my children, we have a bidet, and this will keep our hands dry and clean. And that's it. I mean, if you're going to do a pattern, this is the shape I use for my other cloth, my other wipes, but for this single layer, I don't prefer the square. But you can go ahead, you can make a pattern. This is cardstock because it holds up a little better. You can use a piece of paper. You can just, you know, if you have a ruler, you can take a ruler on a lighter fabric, you can mark it out and then just cut around. There's a lot of ways to do this. It's really simple. It's 1 layer. You just cut. If you don't have pinking shears, you can do it with scissors. Just cut out the shape that you want, but it's going to fray. Like this, after some washes, you're going to get some fray going on. And since it's just 1 layer and nothing sewn together, you could just cut off the outside and it will be fine. I have seen people use old t-shirts, toweling, like a dish towel. There's a lot of different, whatever you have on hand, there's a lot of different ways you can go with this to get the results that you need.